Hello, this is Caleb with Garvin Sewer Service at 1120 Monroe Drive. I use my water hose to push out the camera all the way out. It's a long run to the manhole. The manhole is east of this cleanout and is in the grass area on the other side of the concrete divide where the runoff for the water is. It's 169 feet from the cleanout to the manhole. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling back now that the water's dissipated a lot. So I do want to point out that we're not in a 4-inch drain, we're in a bigger drain, probably 8 inches or so. I'm around the 112 foot mark. Back the way, we go from our residential 4-inch drain to a lot larger drain. So I'm going to be calling this the common drain, because I do believe another unit comes and meets this line that we're in currently. That I'll point out to you when we get to that section. So we're looking at SDR drain, and it's in good shape. Nothing to be worried about here. Sorry for the noise, so we got some tree services doing some work around us. So if it gets loud, I'll mute or pause the video. So right here we have some drains coming on our left side. This is going to be north. This is probably, if I had to guess, 1130. Not sure why we have two, but I did see water running in one. So right here we're now in a residential size 4-inch sewer drain. It's also SDR right here. So we open up going out. As far as I can tell, that's how that's working. So it's opening up to a bigger drain. For all intended purposes, snaking from here up to the location I'm at currently would be effective with the 4-inch blades. But if this drain does get bigger, which I do believe so, it's not as effective. Obviously, you can tell it doesn't need any cleaning. It looks really good. So right here we have our SDR to clay, so we'll be clay all the way back until we reach our cast iron. And the good news is that our clay drain is in good shape. There's no root intrusion whatsoever, and there is no belly crack or offset that I've seen, but we'll take another look just to verify as we're coming back. Looks like a hairline frac on the bottom right side. If you see that mark, you have your fitting right here, and you have what looks to be maybe a crack on the right side. That's what it's kind of looking like. That's what I'm going to mark it as. So I'm going to go locate that spot right quick and get the information. Pausing the video. Alright, I located that east of the building, just next to the sidewalk, but in the grass, a depth of 4 foot 6 inches. It's just a little spot, a few inches, considered minor. I mean, this looks like it progress in the future, absolutely. But there's no roots here. Who knows how long that crack's been there, how long it could last, but we just definitely want to mark it. While we take multiple passes with the camera just to make sure we didn't miss it, because I missed it at the first one. Alright, right here I did record that we have a 3 foot belly from the cast iron transition to the clay, which is right here. That standing water in the cast, just like I said numerous times, will expedite the rotting process. It does go underwater a decent amount right there. Like all the rotting in the cast, it's gonna have somewhere, a few years, who knows, but something we want to mark. So I've got that marked as 37 to 41. So I set a 4 foot belly there. We're also gonna have another one from 19 to 26 feet. So a 7 foot belly there. And the sweep will have beginning stages of rot as well. The sweep is kind of in a minor, moderate rotting position, and then these bellies are in what I would consider a moderate position, which we're starting to look at this one now, standing water. We'll go back to 19 feet and we'll progress back. We'll go as the sweep and just take a look at it so it's easier to understand. So as you see, there is some running water there. Not as much as I thought, so maybe it's more minor, but one day that is going to give out, like all the cast iron sweeps that are holding water. So that's our sweep. We do go down. We're heading to the back of the building, from the clean out, and then we're heading from south to east right here. It's hard to see, but my recording of standing water that was significant enough to mark was 19 feet to 26 feet, what I got written down. So right around here we're starting to see some water. So my initial measurements might have been wrong, so we'll say it starts at like 22 feet. And we have the standing water here. And we kind of come out of it around 26, 27 feet. So it might not be as long as I thought it was. So we'll say 22 to 27, so about a 5 foot belly, but it is holding a decent amount there. And then we'll go back to the part with the cast to clay transitions just one more time. This goes underneath unit B and C. So right there, we got some standing water. After a second, the clay kind of dissipates. Of course, standing water in the clay won't hurt the clay, but I think if there was a belly fixing a cast, you wouldn't have standing water in that clay. If there's any other questions, we're just noting that sweep has beginning stages of minor rot. Then we have 2 sections of standing water from 22 to 27 feet, and from 37 to 41 feet. And then we have that hairline crack. I forgot the depth. The depth is 4 foot 6 inches, but I forgot the horizontal distance. I do have a flag marked with it. I'll get the distance and put it on the invoice summary, which will have a text version of this job. Any other questions, give Garvin Sewer Service a call. My name is Caleb. No cleaning necessary at this time. Thank you very much.